Alrighty, hello everyone. I am just getting set up. We will begin in just a few minutes. It's 6:43. We will start at 6:45. When you hop on, if you can please let me know that you are here, that would be wonderful. And yeah, and if you want to let me know where you guys are watching from. Gosh, it's been so long. I miss all you guys. I know I was just looking, my last live was back in April before life got crazy, and I miss you guys. So I am super excited to share some swaps with you tonight. I participated in some swaps from a couple different groups, so I've got those to share with you from the July through December mini catalog, and then I also have some celebration ones to share with you as well. And celebration ends tomorrow, so if any of those excite you, be sure to get your order in before tomorrow to get your celebration gift. So, alrighty, well, hopefully I am going on the right spot here. I thought I was all ready, you guys. I prepped again today, and then, of course, once I logged on, it didn't save any of the information. So I'll go back and edit it with the hostess code. And yeah, so gosh, goodness. So yeah, it has been a busy few months for me. Actually, busy 4 months for me. I have been gone nonstop. I think I've been home a couple weeks over the last 4 months. So it's been quite the adventure, but I can't wait to get back to my craft room. You guys, you should see it. It is just calling me. I've got so many products to use, and I just have not had a chance to sit and play. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to bring myself on camera. And hello. All right, you guys. Aw, oh goodness. So, are you guys gearing up for Christmas cards? I know I've had quite a few requests for people for me to help them with their Christmas cards and work on some other projects as well. So it has been fun, and I just can't wait to get creating. Alrighty, it is 6:45 right now, so I'm going to wait just another minute. And see, I'm not seeing anybody on as of yet. So hopefully, oh, I see I am in the right spot. Hello, Mama, welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. All righty. Well, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I want to share with you are 4 projects that I've made using some fun products from the July through December mini catalog. And I know you guys have seen my posts online, but I'm just going to go ahead and show them to you. I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera on and go into picture mode. So bear with me for just a second. All right, and let's adjust here and straighten it out just a smidge. Alrighty, so what we're going to be using tonight is actually a couple of different bundles. And let's see, this one here has got to be my favorite. I just love the sentiments in this. The ones that we're going to be using tonight are Friends Like You Make the Season Special, Love and Joy Come to You, and May It Last the Whole Year Through. Hello, Labrada, welcome. 'Tis the season, and may this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. So those are the ones that we're going to be using the sentiments tonight. And then we're also going to be using the seasonal labels bundle, which is just it's a great, they've got all kinds of labels and different dies that cut out images from this stamp set here, which is called Christmas Season. So lots of fun things to work with. And then the other dies that we're going to be using today are the Christmas pine cones. So let me go ahead and just tuck these away and show you these. This was a very fun project to prep. I had fun prepping it for y'all, but oh my goodness. So with this one, you have a couple different layers of the foliage. Hello, Miss Karen. So you have 2 different things of the foliage, and then you have a couple different size pine cones. So those are definitely a little tedious to cut out, but it was a lot of fun. So I hope that you guys loved your kits. I know many of you are joining me live or will be watching the replay. Hello, 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 Renita. Nice to see you. Aw, I miss you, cousin. I hope we can have a reunion again before too long. Aw. Oh, goodness. Alrighty, so let me go ahead and show you what you should have received. So, and actually I want to let you know too, I think I have 5 kits left. So if you're interested in these kits, I would be happy to mail one out to you tomorrow morning. I can do a label tonight. So if you are interested, I will be selling them for $20 for the kit, which includes postage. So let me know. And like I said, reach out to me tonight and I will make the label as soon as I'm done and take it to the post office first thing tomorrow morning. Alrighty, so in the kit, it comes in this little cello bag, and you should have received the following contents. So you should have received 3 different card kits, and then also a Stampin' Up! Cello bag that has our cute little purse. Let me tell you, I'm going to botch it. A pretty pillow box. So you'll have one of those as your 3D item. And then you'll also have, like I said, 2 of the pine cone sprigs, the greenery, and then you'll have just all your pine cones. I did cut all your labels for you, and then you'll also have some of this beautiful gold ribbon, which is on back order, but it will be available shortly. So this is the, what is this one called? This gold shimmer ribbon. So it's absolutely gorgeous. So hopefully you can see that. So that will be back in stock shortly. And then, so we're going to use that, and so let's go ahead and get started. I think the first project that we're going to do, I'm just going to grab a card here, or actually let's do some basic stamping. So I'm going to get some basic white cardstock, and then we're just using 1 ink pad. I love to design cards. It was fun just designing a project kit that, Labrada, perfect. I will save one for you, my dear. Yeah, reach out to me tonight and we can figure out the whole Venmo thing. I know you and I have Venmo'd before, so that'll be perfect. All right, so we're just using the 1 ink pad, which is the Early Espresso. And then, like I said, we have our sentiments that we're going to be using. So I'm just going to grab some scraps of my basic white cardstock. I'm going to ink this up. And stamp it about like so. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And then, let's see, I'm going to bring in... Actually, I'm going to use this bigger one for this. Stamp that one. Stamp this one like so. All right, and then I just have one more to stamp, which is our 'Tis the Season, which is for the our little 3D box. Oops. Let's try that one again. Alrighty. Oh, and actually, I guess I didn't too bad. Just looking at it upside down, it looked like I made a little oop up, but it actually stamped beautifully. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these items so that I don't stick my hands in them. All right, and then what we're going to do is we are going to cut them out, and I am going to bring in my little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. So this here is my little treasure. And actually, before I go on to the next step, I am going to pull up a slide, and let's hope that this works. I did a drawing a couple months back. I had said for every $50 purchase that you had placed that I would put you into a drawing. And so, gosh, everybody at my class that night had placed an order. So there are, my goodness, quite a few orders that they had placed over that month. So let me go ahead and share with you who the winner is. So the winner is Darylyn. So Darylyn, I don't think that you're watching because I think that you are actually in Hawaii right now. But hopefully when you come home, you will have a chance to watch this live and see that you are the lucky winner. And thank you all so much. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you guys. You guys have kept me going the last 4 months when life has been crazy, and yeah, it's just been wonderful. So thank you all so much for your orders. And let's get back to some stamping. So let's go ahead and, oops. Okay, bear with me again, guys. I'm going to switch back to a different screen here. right, we're just going to get rid of this. You guys, I'm really special again today. It's one of those days. Here we go. All right, so let's switch it on over. So Darylyn, I have the machine for you, and reach out to me, and on my next trip to town, I will bring it to you. So it'll give me an excuse to see you if I don't have a class before then. So thank you again so much, and congrats. I can't wait. You're gonna love it. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the die cutting. All right, so what I've done here, so I have the dies already lined up now, ready to go. So these are the little labels that coordinate. So let's just bring our little machine in. So we're going to use the base plate, and then we are going to use our cutting plates here, 2 of the number 2s. And I am just going to do one at a time. And as you can tell, I still have one plate that I keep that gets really scrungy looking. And then this one here, you can tell has a little bit of marks on it, but I don't use that as the cutting plate on the bottom. I always keep this one on top. Hello, Diana. Thanks for joining me today. Aw. All righty. So let's go ahead and run this through the machine. And one little trick with this little one too is, and with the big one, is you want to make sure that your plates are not perfectly lined up. So make sure that they're a little off center, and it's a little easier on the machine to go through. Whoops. And I put some tape on that. I'm not going to struggle with it for a second. I'll set it aside. Let's cut the next one. Ooh, and this one is tight. So you know what? I'm going to have to just tear this one off. And let's make sure that we have that straight. Alrighty. So Kingston, North Carolina. I have a bunch of family in North Carolina that I have never met, and I am so excited to meet them. In fact, I had hoped to go next month to meet them, but we had a change in plans of the trip. And so, oh my goodness, I hope to get out there and explore your beautiful state. All right, and then we have one more to go here. And it's nice that these ones just fit perfectly in the mini. And I'm going to make sure that I'm not lined up perfectly and squish them through. So Labrada, if you, I will make sure to get those in the mail first thing tomorrow morning. And if you can remind me if you do Venmo, I believe that you do Venmo. So if so, yeah, I will make sure to connect with you as soon as we are done. All right, let's not throw these little buggers away. Let's set those aside. And then my little reusable Post-it tape. All right, so we're going to get this out of the way and get all of our little labels. Ooh, they're stuck on there pretty good. This Post-it note tape works well. All right. Okay, so let's get rid of our little machine and let's go on to the next. All right. Okay, so for this first card, let's see, I'm just going to grab one and just go with it. So this one here, let's see, this one opens like a so, I believe. Yes, we're going to go, yep, like so. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do, so with the color combinations with this, I've used the crumb cake, I've used basic white, I've used garden green, and this one here is embossed with, let me find the embossing folders, the Wintry 3D folder, which is just this little sprig. It comes in a 2-pack with the snowflakes, and actually tonight I have a sample to show you. Hello, Miss Lynn from Chattanooga. Nice to see you, my friend. I love all your messages. Thank you for continuing to check in with me during my crazy life. Aw. So the Wintry 3D embossing folder is the folder that I've used for all of these. So what we're going to do is we are going to first, I'm going to put the inside, just the basic white on the inside of my card. So we'll just squish on here a little bit of our multi-purpose glue. And this is a brand new one, so I think I was a little heavy-handed there. We're going to attach that down. Alrighty. Okay, and then let's add this layer. And actually, I think on this one, I am going to have it, I'm going to just flip the texture down. Alrighty. And then we'll attach that like so. Okay, so then for this next layer, it's just a piece of early espresso. I'm actually going to take our mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just going to place a few, actually I'm going to put 4 across this here, maybe 5. All right, so we have that. Let's peel off the little backings here. I do have my little take your pick somewhere here buried on my desk. I'm just laughing for one of my groups. Our homework this week was to clean our craft room. I'm laughing because my craft room, it's going to take me a month to clean it. It is just a horrendous disaster from dropping and running the last few months. Okay, so you can see that we have that, and that's the base of it. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take our little sentiment that says, may this be a Christmas to cherish and remember. And I am going to pop that up as well. And with that one, let's see if I have any big, nope, I don't have any larger dimensionals. I'll just use a few of these. That works. So I'm just going to place a few of these on the back side. So you guys, my gosh, the last couple weeks, I know I'm friends with, I think all of you on here that are, you're halfway from Raleigh to the coast. Nice. I'm trying to think, Diane, where our family, oh my gosh, Rainita, if you're still on here, do you know where Tammy lives? I'm trying to think, Sexton? Oh, I can't remember the name of it. I will have to look and see if it's close by to you. All right, so then we're going to apply the label onto this one. So we have that ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to set that done. I'm done with that until it comes to the embellishing part. And I'm going to do it all at once, being that I have to get out my handy dandy little silicone pad and my glue, just so I don't get my sponge all gunky. All right, so let's go to the next card base, and then the others are just all basically the same, just little by little layering. All right, so let's add the inside of our basic white cardstock here. So those of you that are on here, what was your favorite celebration item? I would love to hear which your favorite. I know I love, gosh, I love the deer. I can't even think, the deer paper. That is, I love the buffalo plaid on that. That is just beautiful. All right, then let's add our piece of garden green. And we're just going to position this along the bottom. Oh, thanks for sharing it, Diana. Thank you so much. All right, then we're going to take, I'm just going to add this on as a flat, I'm not going to bump it up. You guys know my motto. My motto is usually when in doubt, pop it out. But you know what? I think if you're mailing a bazillion Christmas cards and postage has just, or actually I believe it's going up starting, is it Monday or on the 1st? I'm not really sure what day, but I know it's going up. So I'm like, I'm going to be kind of mindful about how many layers I attach. You can still layer it, but all the dimensionals definitely add to it. All right, so then let's go ahead and add our sentiment. And this one here, we're going to do the love and joy come to you and may it last the whole year through. My goodness, and I am a hot mess with that one. So let's add this down. Again, just with our little minis. What is your guys' preference? Do you guys use a lot of minis or a lot of full-size dimensionals? I think I've gone to pretty much using minis. Once in a while, I'll use the full size, but for the most part, I tend to just stock up on the minis. Remember, cutting down the larger ones, but this is just definitely so much quicker and utilizing every little bit on the paper. Alrighty, going to attach that like so. Okay, and I have a little goober on my thing, so let's see here. Let me dig through my little treasures here. You use the mini, Mama? Okay, let's see. I have my little sand eraser right here. Let's see if I can get this little, I don't even know if you guys can see it, but I'm seeing it and it's bugging me. All right, yep, and that helped. Okay, so now we have the other one ready to rock. And then we have one more to go. And this here is a fun fold, a twisted easel. So let's do this one. And then my favorite, which is, of course, you guys know, I love my packaging. That is my favorite thing to do. All right, so with this one, I'll go ahead and give you the dimensions on this one. So this is a piece of crumb cake cardstock. It's 4x4. So it's 8x4 scored at 4 inches. And then I have scored it here, just right at a diagonal. And then we're gonna go ahead and use our bone folder. Get a nice edge on that. So we have the card ready to go. So then for the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of 3 3/4 inch square of early espresso, and then we're going to layer that with basic white. You prefer the full size. Okay, good. See, everybody has their, and there is no right or wrong. Full size too, Labrada. Okay. All right. Every time I think about dimensionals, I still think about my sweet friend Denise, who's now up in heaven, she is the dimensional queen. Those of you, I'm sure you all remember her if you've been on my team or attended any of my classes. She was just, I just love it. It just makes me smile every time I think of it and put a gob of dimensionals. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add just a little strip of garden green cardstock, and I did texture this as well. So I'm just going to do that here, just right on the edge. Oops, I'm going to turn so the texture pops up. So I had to close my door. My sweet little doggy is out in the front room. And if it sounds like a seal barking, it's not a seal. Poor little Colt's got kennel cough. And so he is just under the weather, not feeling so swell at all, which just breaks my heart, which means he's kept us up the last couple nights just because he just sounds horrible. Not fun. Alrighty. So this past weekend, well, actually last weekend, we had a wedding to go to. So Greg and I got to go to Texas, and we had a blast exploring Fort Worth. Oh my gosh, let's just say many people messaged me, oh my gosh, you're eating your way through Fort Worth. I definitely ate my way through Fort Worth. I had the time of my life trying, of course, any type of barbecue that I could, and all of the sides were like my favorite. I'm like, oh my gosh, I couldn't get enough of the sides. The cream jalapeno corns and you name it. I was just in heaven. So it was wonderful. And then this last weekend, my little buddy, Gavin, turned 8. And so we did a family trip, and we took him to the new Great Wolf Lodge in Manteca, which was so much fun. And the whole family, well, not the whole family, but almost everybody, we went, and oh my gosh, we had 3 days at the water park, and it was so much fun. Even my mom had a blast doing the water slides, and oh my gosh, it was just wonderful. They had a really cool wave pool, and yeah, they had some crazy water slides. I did one of the crazy water slides, which, yeah, let's just say it wasn't my favorite because I just drank a lot of water, but it was one that just had a really good drop to it. And of course, my little buddy, he did the one that was basically, you get in a tunnel and you stand there, and it just encases you in this little tunnel, and then they count to 3, and then the bottom just drops out. He did that. I was so proud of him. I just didn't, it just scared me, so I did not do it, but I was so proud of him for doing that. It was just so much fun. And of course, the wave pool. So if you guys have a chance to get there, oh my gosh, it was just a blast. So much fun. All right, so now I've went ahead and placed some adhesive on the back, or some multi-purpose glue, and I'm going to go ahead and place it here on the top part of my card. So it's actually going to be right on the fold because I don't want it to hang over. Okay, so right like so. All right, And then we're going to go ahead and attach our label. Friends like you make this season special. So we'll go ahead and, oops, and you know what? I was getting a little wild. So with this, I'm going to want to be mindful where I place my dimensionals. So I am going to place it like so. So I'm going to just make sure that they're not hanging over where they don't belong so that it doesn't prevent my card from opening. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. Stuck down with glue. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and just affix that down. Okay, so we have the start of it, and now it's basically just doing our embellishment. Oh, but you know what? I forgot one more thing. I forgot we were going to do the 3D package as well. So let's get that to the same spot, and then we'll go ahead and show you how I assemble my my little pine cones and greenery sprigs here. All right, so this here is the pretty pillow box, and let me show it to you again. Y'all know I love my 3D items, so this is a fun one. And there's been some fun variations that I've seen, so I can't wait to try some more. This was just the first project that I had created with it. All right, so what we're going to do is I've already scored on the score line here, so I'm just going to run my bone folder along here to create a nice edge. And then where it's rounded here, you can tell you're just basically going to just follow it with your finger. Got a little crazy right there. And just make it a nice little edge there. So I've done that on both sides. And then what I'm going to do, so this is going to be the top of my box, or where it's going to fasten down. So I am going to go ahead and pinch right here, and then I'm going to pull the flap over the top like so. And then what I'm going to do to secure it is I'm just going to put a mini dimensional right like so. And then that's going to hold my box together, and then you'll be able to access whatever little goodie you put inside the box from either side of your pillow box. So let me grab a little dimensional here. Sorry, I'm going to go off camera for a second. I got to put it close to my body so I can close it up. All right, so then we have our cute little box, and like I said, you could open it from either side. And you know what I might do? I hadn't worked with this, but in order to make it a little easier to open, I might even take a little circle punch and just take a little bit out of that just to make it a little easier. Okay, so we have that. We're going to add a little label to it, and then I'm going to add this "'Tis the Season." So what we're going to do, let's go ahead and add, let's see. Okay, so that's we're all ready to rock. Sorry, you guys, I have not assembled these in a few weeks. So, okay, so then what we're going to do is I am going to take my little pine cones, and I'm going to do them all at once, like I said, because once I get my glue, it's going to get all sticky and gooey. And I'd rather just do it all at one time. So let's go ahead and I have to pick out some of these little nuggets. I tried to poke most of these little things out for you guys, but there are still a few little stragglers in there. So, and if they don't come out, it gives it character, right? I think so. Alrighty. So let's go ahead then and just organize those. Make sure that they all line up how they're supposed to, and we have enough, which I hope and pray that y'all do, because I really was pretty meticulous in making sure, doing one batch at a time. Okay. That and that and that. Alrighty. So then what we're going to do is we are going to take our little silicone mat. I'm going to bring that in right here. So I have our little Stampin' Up! Silicone mat, which is in the tools section. And I am going to just take a little piece of a sponge and take a little bit of our liquid multi-purpose adhesive, and I'm just going to kind of squish some onto my mat. All right, and so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick up a little on here and sponge it onto the back. And I'm going to get really gooey. I should have grabbed some tweezers, but that's okay. All right, so let me quickly get these assembled. So I can't wait to show you all the swaps, and then actually next Wednesday, I don't think that I'm going to go live with projects, but I want to say 100 more swaps to share with you. So I will be going live next week without stamping, unless I decide to work on something, but I don't really think that time-wise I'm going to have time to. But I have so many samples to show you. So let me tell you, I have been the swap queen, which I love because it's just fun to have a project that is just a no-brainer and mass produce 20 cards at a time. I love doing that. So all right, so whoops, that one's a little cattywampus, but you know what? That's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, do any of you guys have this bundle? Anyone? I love this one. When I saw it, I had to have it. And I especially love the labels. The labels were just my favorite. All right, I'm going to get a little bit more glue. Alrighty. Aw, thank you, Karen. Thank you, thank you. Aw. I love it. Thank you for your sweet little comment. And isn't that a cool little feature? I love it. Last night as I was laying in bed waiting for my hubby to get home, I was watching a video on Switcher Studio. We've had some new updates. And so, so I learned about the cool thing of they have comments to go live. It was pretty cute this morning. I went to have coffee with some girlfriends here, and one of my friends, Barbara, which, hello, Barbara, if you're watching, she was so cute. She was telling all the ladies, she's like, yeah, I was telling her I had to go live tonight. She says, yeah, she's like, I watched live, and she even called out my name. I said, oh, yeah, it's like the good old days of Romper Room when you waited. It's like, okay, are you going to call my name? Are you going to acknowledge that I'm here? That was pretty cute. Alrighty, so let's go ahead now and do some assembly. So I'm actually going to start with my cute little box first. So let's see, I am going to take a couple pine cones. I'm going to take two of the small ones, and then I'm going to take some of my sprig here. And you guys, I gave you 2 sheets, which should be plenty. You should have even extras. Because I think I only needed 1 little sprig, but I wasn't going to cut it apart. And I figured, you know what, you can do something fun with it. So I am just going to take a little piece of sprig. Actually, and let's take just another. I'm going to find another little piece here. All right. And then I'm just going to build it here on my work surface. So again, let's see, I'm just going to set them flat. And I'm a little sticky, as you can tell from that silly glue, but that's all right. So I'm going to, third time's a charm, or fourth. All right, so let's grab some little mini dimensionals, and I'm going to put them on the back of my pine cones. And then by doing that, that will also help to affix my greenery. I'm going to make sure that I get it secured on there pretty good. Aww. Karen, I have to tell you, you just made my day a couple weeks ago whenever you came to town and you said, oh, you were free. And I'm so glad that I was able to drive to town and go see you. That was just so much fun having lunch with you and shopping. TJ Maxx is our thing, huh? Had so much fun with you. All right. Oh, and you know what? Actually, I think, nope, I used littles. All right. So then I am just going to go like so. It doesn't have to be. I'm going to just add it like so. And then what I'm going to do is I've taken the 'Tis the Season, and if this one I just had to fussy cut. So I'm just going to add a couple of mini dimensionals to that. And then I'm just going to add that right here. Oops, over the top, like so. And then from there, let's see, I am going to take, I've already, so with your kit, you're going to get, I gave you a generous amount of ribbon, plenty for 4 bows and the gold pieces as well. So I went ahead and tied mine before you guys joined me, just so I did not bore you to death with my ribbon tying skills. All right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a glue dot and attach that. I'm just going to put that like so. And then I'm going to bring in my rhinestones. And let's see, you know what I need to grab? You know what? Oh, here is a take a pick tool that actually has a pokey tool. Okay, I have a couple different ones. And actually that one's sticking to me. So I'm just gonna take a rhinestone and just embellish it like so. Set that aside. And then, oops, rhinestones all over the place. Ah. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and take a few more of the mini Stampin' Dimensionals, and I'm just gonna add them just right straight across the top here, right above the scallops. Oh, Karen, thank you. That was just wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. So much fun. All right, and let's just center that little guy on there. Alrighty, and you know what? It needs a little adjusting, but let me do it. All right, and you know what you can do too, which I probably will do because it's sticking up, is I'm actually going to attach, you can see that there's a little lip there. I'm actually going to attach one more Stampin' Dimensional under there just to secure it. And you know what? It's not going to affect them opening the box because they can open it from the side. And then there is our first completed project. All right, so let's go on to the next. Let me grab. So let's work now on our little fun fold card. So from there, what we're going to do, let's take a couple. Actually, I think I used two. I'm going to look at my little cheater here. Actually, I used one on the inside, and then I used a large one and a small one for the front of my card. So we're going to go like so. And whoops, and let me grab some more greenery. Let's tear, let's see, we're just going to tear off a couple of these ones for the outside, and for the inside we're going to use, let's see, I'm going to break this one apart right here. Okay. All right, so for the face of our card, what we're going to do is we're actually going to attach our embellishments down towards the bottom here in the bottom corner. So I am going to do the same thing like I did on that first project. I'm going to just kind of position them where I like them. And you know what? I think that's a little large. I think I want a smaller sprig for that one. Oops. All right, so I'm going to position those like so, and then I'm going to do the same thing and load up the back with dimensionals to attach it together. Thank you, Karen. Oh, I miss our crazy lunches after convention too, Lynn. I'm like, oh. And you know what? Tennessee is on my bucket list. I want to make it your way. In fact, with the cousins trip that I was supposed to take, I was hoping to take next month, but my communication didn't work so swell, and they ended up scheduling to go. They were going to Dollywood, and actually, I think they were there last week when I was at Great Wolf Lodge. But I want to go so bad to Tennessee, so it is on my list. I'm coming to see you. I cannot wait. All right, so I'm going to show a little bit more of the greenery. All right, so we have that simple, and then I'm going to do the same thing and just embellish with a bow. Guest room is ready. Woohoo! Aww. No, I would love to see you. All right, and then for this one, for the bow, I'm just going to place it on the bottom here. And I think this one might need a little haircut because it needs to be able to fit within my envelope. So I'm going to give it a little haircut. I'm going to kind of just trim that one down like so. And then we're going to add a rhinestone. I'm just going to pick it off. I think I have more luck with that right now. All right, so that's the outside of our card. And then for the inside of our card, we are going to just take one of our little pine cones and our little sprig here. And actually, I am just going to, I'm going to add just a little bit of glue. Oops, and I'm attaching my, my Stampin' Dimensionals to my little silicone pad. That was brilliant. But I'm going to go ahead and just attach the sprig down with glue, just so it stays down. But the pine cone itself needs to be popped up because that's what's going to hold the card open into its fun fold position. So then I'm going to take my little pine cone and take a couple dimensionals here and just attach it right like so. And so then when you close your card, whoops, oh goodness gracious, it needs a little training. You have that. All right, so that is project number 2. All righty. So we'll check that one aside, and then let's see, let's go move on to this one here. So this one, the Love and Joy. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to take a couple of my larger rhinestones, and I'm actually just going to, for starters, place them right on each side of the scallop. Let's see, sorry, my big head's going to get in your way for a second, guys, because I want to get it straight. All right, so we have that, and then from there we're going to add our greenery. And let's see here, this one I should have cleaned it up a little, but like I said, I just pulled it straight from the box or the bag. So, all right, let's see here. So I am actually, you know what? I'm going to grab another one that has some bigger pieces, and I really could grab my scissors, but you know. Isn't it fun, Karen? You know me, and I love my fun fold cards. Fun folds are definitely my favorite. All right, and you know what? That still needs a haircut. So actually, you know what? I am just going to trim. I'm going to place it like so, and you can tell it needs a little haircut. So I am actually just going to cut that part off because I don't want to sit there and pick off all the little treasures. All right, so I'm going to go like so. And then from here, let's see, we are going to take 2 of the larger pine cones. Actually, I did a large and I did a small. Sorry, guys. And from there, let's see, I'm going to do it the same way. So then I'm just going to attach that like so. And you know what? I don't like this. This looks a little scrubby. So I'm actually just going to cut that one off. And then I'm just going to kind of turn it just a smidge. All right, so now let's add our dimensionals to our little pine cones. Okay, good night, my friend. Thank you for joining. I know it's late your time. I will talk with you soon, Lynn. All right. And you'll have to be sure to join me if you haven't hopped off yet to take a peek back and watch the replay to see all of the swaps that I'm going to be showing next. So, all right. So then let's go ahead and just attach that and that. And you know what? I'm going to, thank goodness, I'm going to cut out a little bit of this greenery, even though it doesn't matter, but I just like it looking a little bit cleaner on the bottom. Night, night. Alrighty. Okay, so then I'm going to add some more dimensionals again to the back side. I'm going to add probably 3 of them here. Oh goodness, can you guys, I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like I have a seal in my house, my poor baby boy. Goodness gracious. All right, so then we have that, and then from there, again, I'm going to take my ribbon, and I have one that's a little bigger, so I'm actually going to take the larger and attach that right like so. And then let's add another, I'm going to add a smaller rhinestone to the ribbon. All right, so there's that one. Again, they're real simple cards. Sorry guys, they're real simple cards, but just, yeah, lots of layers. Or lots of layers of embellishment. All right, so now let's do this last one. And let's see, we're going to grab let's see here. I'm going to grab this one. And with this one, let's see, I'm going to do that, and then let's see if I can grab a bigger sprig for the bottom. All right. All right. So what is your guys' favorite stamp set in the July through December mini catalog? Hopefully I'll have some samples to show you of your favorites. I think I want to say I have 40 samples of that, and then I have another 20 of Celebration. And then, like I said, next week, I think I have maybe even 100, 120, I don't remember how many I have. I know I have a whole bunch to share with you. All right, oops, this little guy's gonna be a bugger. Let's rip that off and try again. Thank you, Karen. Oh, I'm trying to be the boss of it. It's, yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. All righty. Okay, and you know what? I am actually going to just hope and pray that my dimensionals are in the right spot, which I think I applied enough of them. So, yeah. All right, so we have that, and then let's again do our same embellishment. And I'm going to grab a glue dot and a rhinestone, and this card is complete. And of course my ribbons are going to have attitudes. I'll have to go back and adjust those, but that's all right. All righty, so then that's our last card. Okay, so now let me do a 10-second tidy real quick. Let me put some of this stuff away, and if you want to grab your mini catalog and your celebration catalog, you can take a peek with me as I go page by page through the samples. But let me just do a quick 10-second tidy so that, yeah, it's not such a huge disaster here. All right. Righty. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. I want you to be able to focus on the cards and not the disaster. All right, one more little tidy here and then I'm ready. Okay, so now I'm going to readjust this here. And let's do this. All right, so I'll just do a quick little, these were the cards, if anybody's joining and just getting to take a peek. So these were the projects that we made tonight. And I will show you in the catalog where they are. I believe they're on pages 16 through 19. All right, so let's start here with my little basket of goods. All right, so we're going to start in the mini catalog, which is July through December of 2021. All right, and here's a couple samples of that and a couple of the card kits. And know that Stampin' Up! Is going to be updating the kits often. So keep checking back, and anytime I notice that there's a new kit, I will definitely make sure to send out a constant contact email to you. All right, so let's start here. Actually, you know what? I'm already missing the first page. Hello, because it's a card that I made. Okay, this is my card here that I made for the swap. And I'm sorry I didn't take the time to take all of the envelopes off, but this was kind of a last minute thing. So this is on page 5 and it's called Strong of Heart. And if you order this stamp set, $3 goes to support heart health. So it's nice that every year Stampin' Up! Has something where they donate in a great cause. So that was that stamp set. So this was just a lot of fun using embossing folder, some of the fun shimmer ribbon. I'll have to find the exact name for it. I did use a little bit of the fine tip glue just to add a little bit of dimension to that. Kind of hard to tell. And then just a couple rhinestones. So pretty quick and easy. All right, so then let's go along to the next suite here. So this next one here is the gingerbread and peppermint suite. So I'm going to show you, I have quite a few, and I'm just going to run through these pretty quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on any of these just because I know I've already kept you on here for 49 minutes. So here's fun card. I love all the textures, and you can tell the dies that have the little textures in them. And this one here, it has the cool little enameled little, what's the name of them? I can't even think. Acrylic shapes. All right. And let's move along to the next page. So this, let's see, we didn't have any there. On page 13, the Merry Snowflake Bundle. Here's a card that's made using that. I love all the textures and layers, and I love the color combo. I actually want to try the cards that I made in a different combo just to see how it looks. All right, then moving right along, we are going to page 14, which is the Stars Are Shining bundle. And this one here is a fun little card. Again, I just love the different color combinations. All right, nobody didn't get any of those swap cards. Okay, now we're at the Painted Christmas Suite, which is pages 16 through pages 19. So the suite that we worked with tonight. So here's a few more cards to show you. I love this. It has textured background. And again, I didn't do the stamped images. A lot of times when I do my card kits to thank you for your orders, I try to do things to where you can use anything that you have at home. I don't want you to have to buy a bazillion things unless you'd love to. All right, love you, friend. See you later. So, but yeah, so this one here is using the stamp set and using the dies to cut it out. But it's definitely, you can get a lot of bang for your buck. Another fun color combination. Another funky fold card, which I love. Alrighty, let's move on to the next. All right, so the next suite that we're going to be working with is, or looking at, keep turning to page, let's see, 23. The Encircled in Warmth. This is a beautiful card. I just love it. I love the silver. I love all the shimmers. The rhinestones, just beautifully done. All right, then we're moving on to the Whimsy and Wonder Suite. So that is on page 24. So let's see, let me grab, got quite a few of these. I just love these dies. This is a set too. I have not, like I said, I have not been home long enough to play with anything. I can't wait. These dies are just so much fun. You know, I'm a sucker for quick and easy. So, alrighty. Okay, so next we have, let's see, the Pet Sweet Stocking Suite. So here's on page 30 and 31, cute little doggy card, Merry and Bright. That is your favorite bundle. Yes, we know you love your doggies and your kitties. Oh, all right. So then the next one is on page 32, Delivering Cheer. I have a couple of samples with that. Love the texture on this. This is I can't think of the name of it, the one that we use for the macrame. Macrame? Maybe it's macrame. And then this here has the same wintry embossing folder that the cards had that I just shared. So it looks like it has some Winka Stella on there. Really cute. All right, next up is the Penguin, page 33. This was actually my swap card that I made. The Penguin will be back in stock, I believe, November 11th. So if you are waiting on that, this is such a fun card. And I love this black and white ribbon too. It's also almost back in stock. So, but this is a fun card. And actually that will be one of my upcoming classes. So, all right, we're moving right along. Let's go to The Peaceful Place, which is on page 36 through 38. This is a really pretty one. Just love all the different textures, combining the wintry embossing snowflake folder and the DSP. And then on page 39, the Arctic Bears. Fun one. Oops, hopefully you can see that. All right, and then we are moving right along to page 41, For Unto Us. I love this. I got that stamp set last year. This is my friend Lori actually made this. So Lori, if you are watching here or on the replay, hello, my friend. Hope to see you. Lori lives in Reading, so I hope to be able to connect with her at some point. So beautiful card. Just love the embellishments and the textured background with the music notes. All right. All right, then on page 42, we have Angels of Peace. Again, the same background stamp, which is called Merry Melody. Sorry, I renamed them all, you know. So Merry Melody. Love that. I just love the little, you know, bits of shimmer. Okay, and then here, the Merriest Frames. Actually, I think this is one of the stamp sets that I have sold the most of. So here is a sample with that. I know quite a few of you have purchased this one. So that's a fun one. All right, then we're moving right along. Let's go Blackberry Sweet. Don't have any of those. Page 46, the Welcoming Woods. This is a cool card. Could be really cool for a masculine card. And then page 47, Gorgeous Leaves. I just love the texture. I love the colors. You guys know that's my favorite color, so. All right. Oh, excuse me, guys. Okay, then on page 48, we have Pretty Pumpkins. Beautifully embossed here. And this paper sold out. This was one of the offerings for celebration, but that has since sold out. So hopefully we're able to get your hands on it. All right, and then on page 49, we have Nuts About Squirrels. I just think this one is just adorable. So love the designer series paper, just too darn cute. Okay, then we're moving along to Halloween. Cute Halloween Suite on page 50 and 51. I've got quite a few cards to share, actually 4 cards. So this one has a punch, which actually I believe will be back in stock, I think October 11th. The little Halloween punch. I will check if you're interested in this suite, let me know, and I'll be sure to check the dates for you when it will come back into stock. So that was a cute one. Little Ghoulish Delights. And again, I just love this ribbon. The black and white gingham. Oh, and then this is just, I don't know if you can, just shows it. You can see the little shimmer. This is the ribbon that we had used last year on one of our Christmas cards. I absolutely love that. Great for water, sea scenes. And then just another one. And this ribbon I love that's in the main catalog still. So happy that came back. All right, then we have another Halloween suite, which is Frightfully Cute. Which Way to the Candy? Love this. Super cute. All right, let's move along to this next one. And I absolutely love this Harvest Meadow suite. And you know what, guys? I cannot find where this Love You came from. I'll have to go back and search. I could not find it in here, so I don't know if, yeah, I don't know. I need to go back and see where I can find it. But I just love the designer series paper, the cork specialty paper. It has the brushed adhesive back dots, and then, of course, the diamond weave ribbon, which is just beautiful. So just nicely done. All right, we're going to use more of the cork ribbon again here. Let's see, let me show you this card. This is on page, oops, passing all those up. On page 60, this is called Reflected in Nature. Oops, sorry. But again, using the cork and, yeah, some of the linen thread. Just love that. Great masculine card. Okay, then we're moving right along to page 62, Well Defined. I've got a couple of cards to share with you on that. This here again was from the critter paper, and then the stamp set on page 62, and then another one using the whimsy paper and the stamp set. Okay, just a few more of the main catalog, and then we're moving on to Celebration. Page 64, this is Festive and Bright. This one pretty. She's just stamped 3 different layers, cut it out with the dies, and then just layered it with the tag. And you can tell on here there's some Wink Estella. All right, so that is it for the holiday catalog. So now let's move on to Celebration. Let me grab my catalog real quick so you can follow with me. So again, page 3, the bedazzling paper is sold out. Tomorrow is the last day of Celebration. So if there is something that you want in here, make sure that you place an order sooner than later, just because tomorrow is the last day. All right, so we have the Penguin 12 by 12 paper, which is just adorable. And I have got all kinds of cards to show you with this one. All righty, so this I think was the most popular, well, for me, this and then the next paper. So here again, this is just cutting out the penguins from the paper. Again, a couple different, and just, you know, basic stamping there. Really cute. Actually, get that out of the way. And another fun fold, again, just cutting out the designer series paper. Love this one. It doesn't have to be Christmas. Just making a fun thank you card. This is just so girly. I just love it. And those of you that did my ribbon share last year, this is one of the ribbons that was part of your share. Another Stay Cool. Like I said, I just love the little penguins. This cute little one. I have not purchased this yet. That's on my list. I actually just got the one that does the, not wheel cards. Don't mind me, my brain's a little goofy tonight. The spin, yeah, I'll figure out the name of it. Anyhow, I just ordered that, so. All right, so we have that, and then the same sentiment from the stamp set that we just used, and again, some of this beautiful shimmery silver ribbon. Some of the textures, again, from the wintry embossing folders that was part of the duo that I shared with you tonight. Another cute, simple little one. Another fun fold that just opens down the center. And again, wintry embossing folder. And those ones are coming back into stock, I think, next week. All right, so let's move along now to the next, which is, let's see, so Peaceful Prints, which is 12 by 12 designer series paper. And I've got a few of these. All right, so here we go. And this again was the paper. Hopefully you scored some of that and placed your orders early to get this paper. It is beautiful. I love this card. Who made this? Carmen. That is one of my favorite. I just love everything about this. And I have a feeling we might be having this in a class. I got to change it up a little bit. I love how it's done. Nicely done and just, yeah, clean and simple, but yeah, stunning. All right, here. And this one too, this, yeah, this little, just beautiful. All right, and again, the wintry embossing folder here. And I just love, yeah, the embellishments here. Red ribbon, some of the red rhinestones, and the designer series paper. And then this one here just has a little sampling of the different colored papers, and then the little deer's eye is embellished with one of the basic pearls. All right, so we're moving along. Let's see here. The next one was the Counting Sheep. Here's a really cute sample. Of course, where I live in Sea Ranch, they are known for the Sea Ranch sheep that graze here. So I had to get this one. And of course, my little cousin Elena, who is like a little sheep whisperer. So I had to have this set. So, all righty. Let's move right along. Okay, this one here is another one of my swap cards, and I use the penguin, of course. I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell the detail. I popped up his little feetsies, but I did use it. I was trying to be creative. I didn't have a whole lot at that point of items from the Celebration catalog, but I did have the textures and frames here. So I just used this little guy right here like it was an ice cube. It says, "To the coolest friend ever." So I figured, you know what, that worked for me. And of course, this was not one that I swapped. I made a little owie here. It's a little, yeah, needed to redo it, but this was my sample that I kept for myself. So, but super cute, I think. All right, and then we have just a couple more. Let's see, the Summer Shadow Dies, which coordinates with Shaded Summer on page 75 of the main catalog. And then also the Designer Series paper, which was one of the options at the beginning of the catalog. So this is another one of the black and white papers. And then we're moving right along to Delicate Dahlias, which is on page 14, and this was with a $100 order. You could get this as your celebration gift. So that's a fun one. And that right there. So that's what we have. And then, yep, back to the beginning. So again, let me share with you the projects that we made tonight. And I think now I have 5 kits left. I will be sending Labrada yours off to you in the morning. So if you are interested in getting one of the kits, it contains the projects to make these 4 projects right here. then let me know. If you want to Venmo me, I can send you my Venmo information, and I will be mailing them out tomorrow. So they will be going postal tomorrow. So let me know. I think, like I said, I think there's 5 left now, or 4 left now. So let me know, and I'd be happy to get those out to you. And thank you all so much for joining me tonight. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I can go back live with just me. Yes, hello everybody. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much, and join me next week. I'm not sure exactly what day I can go live. Things are still, a little crazy. Got a few things on the schedule, but please do look for my update of when my live will be, and I will be sharing, I think it's 100 swap cards. So join me next week, and have a wonderful evening, and thanks again for joining me tonight. Bye, you guys.